Hey guys, it's Andrea with No Bucks Given. Today is a group savings day, and it's going to be a super exciting savings day because I have $8 to save with. So I am going to try and make it work. I feel like $8 is plenty to save with today. But yeah, today I have $8 because of funny reasons that I will share in just a minute. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, hello everybody. How is your Monday going? I hope it's going well. So if you are new, hello, welcome. My name is Andrea. So happy that you are here. I had a very lovely weekend. I had a very wonderful weekend. I had a wonderful weekend of spending. And yeah, so I have no idea. I have no idea what to say because I had every intention on doing a weekly spending video, but then when I looked over all my transactions, it got to the point where I wasn't ready to look over them because of how much spending I did. If anybody can relate, let me know. But before I get into the other news of reasons why I did some heavy spending, I would like to reintroduce the May group savings that I have going on with Greta over at Agape Book Club and Paper Co. So a couple ideas that I have for this $8 is I was thinking about rolling the D4 to see how many of these I'll get done. And so my initial thought was to do a row of each one, but that's not going to be in the cards today, but it's fine. I'm sure I'll be able to make it work for next week. I'm not worried about it, but either way, again, I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. Let's see how many of these icons I'm going to take care of today. One, I might have to re-roll for that one. I'll just go between these two and just see what I can get away with. Okay, so let me put in the 1 for this one, and then let me roll to see how many the cookies made with love will be. 2, okay. Let's re-roll for Greta's. 1. No. Greta needs more than just these ones, please, because Greta is fabulous. If you guys haven't checked out Greta's channel, please go ahead and take a look. I'll have her channel in the description below. Also, 2 for me. Also, look at her freebies that she has. I know I have freebies on mine, but I feel like I need to step up my freebie game because Greta has so many fun freebies, and there's the artwork on it. Greta, I don't know. I feel like I need to step up my game because Greta has, and it's I wouldn't say that all of it is Greek mythology, but Greek mythology is my jam. Back in the day when I was like younger and going through all the history of Greek mythology, I was obsessed, and legit obsessed. Like, I had my favorite gods and goddesses, and just seeing her challenges reminded me of like how much I had an interest in it. So much that there's this is a weird tangent. There was like a little bit of time. Okay, I don't like that. This last one's just gonna go here. There was a stint of time where I couldn't fall asleep, and so what I used to do was I would play YouTube videos on Greek mythology to help, put me to sleep, and it did. And Jake thought that I liked Greek mythology so much that he got me a book about Greek mythology. I haven't started it yet, but I am definitely a fan of Greek mythology. So if you want to see a different genre of savings challenges, please go and check out Greta's Ko-fi, which I will also link in the description below. But with Greta's challenge, I am saving 3. Greta, I need to pump up those numbers, but it's all because of my spending. So what happened was, long story short, I knew that we were going to be having a busy weekend, but I didn't know that I would just be so carelessly spending. And I had the bad habit before cash budgeting. If anybody can relate, please let me know. I have 5 for me. How much do I want to make each of these? I'm just going to roll to see how much I'm going to make each of these. 3. Okay. I guess they're all going to be 3 now. I had the bad habit before I cash budgeted that I would spend more money when I had less money. Or you know what? I'm going to do this instead. So this is going to get 3. And what that means is that if I had a good amount of money for me to spend, I would be really frugal with it and I wouldn't want to spend it. If I didn't have as much money, I would get anxious and I would spend more money, which is not smart, right? And so this past weekend, I'm going to make each of these $1. This weekend, I spent more money than what I thought I would. And so in doing that, I got really anxious because I saw my cash flow dwindle down. And then the next day, I went out and I decided to do some more spending, which wasn't the best thing to do, but I did it. And so it reminded me back to those days when I, my spending habits. And after I got back, I looked through my transactions and I'm like, I'm not ready to look over this. I'm not ready to face what I wasn't ready to face the decisions I had made, And so when I was deciding how much I wanted to save with this, I figured $8 would be fine. I'm anticipating to still do a weekly review. If you're interested in seeing what I spent my money on, please check out the next video. I'm hoping to do it on Tuesday. But so that's basically where the lack of usual funds came, is just because I had spent one day worth of what I felt was a lot of money. And then the next day I panicked because of how much I spent. And then I just got back into my old spending habits and I spent even more money. And, it happens. And so I'm not going to be too hard on myself. But when I write down the transactions and go over my weekly check-in, it's going to be an eye-opener. For me, at least. Maybe not for anybody else. But either way, I still wanted to be here and record this group savings, savings, because I was really excited about this being my first collab, and it's with Greta. And so I think I'm glad that I went with what I just did right now. Everybody got a little bit of love. So for Greta's Save 24, I have $3. For the Cookies Made with Love, I'm going to have them all as 3, maybe. I don't know. I might change the rules later. But for right now, this one's going to be 3. And then for the mini that she made, I'm just going to make each of those $1. So what I might do is I'll probably put this as $1 each. So then I know that is my rule for it. And then for mine, I have no idea what I want to do. I'm between either making them all 3, or I'm between just seeing what I end up with and then just putting it in for each of the little circles. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But either way, $8 saved. $8 that I don't have to save or spend. And yeah, I'll go over the weekly check-in, and hopefully if you guys are curious enough to figure out what the heck went on, please join me, and we can, you guys can help me reflect. And yeah, but either way, thank you guys so much for being here. Please go and check out Greta's channel and her Ko-fi. You will not regret it. She has a ton of freebies, and just snag them up and save with them, because that's what we want to do. We want to help people save. And if Greta feels any way like I do, just making the challenges and knowing that it helps people save, it really does, for me at least, brings me some joy knowing that I'm helping in some type of way. But either way, hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday, and I hope to see you in the next one. The next one should be good. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.